So hi, I'm Bishop Matthew, the Bishop of Bolton. I've been invited into St John's House to talk a bit about these first few months of being a bishop. Well, it's great to be here in the Manchester area. So I began as Bishop of Bolton in June, a few months ago, and first month or two I was commuting across from York, so that took a little bit of time, and so it's great to now be here. Sam and I and the family, we moved in August, so I've been here a couple of months and just delighted to be here. We're starting to get to know the people and the places. We began to find out where the shops are, meet some of the neighbours. We've even had a little walk on the hills up in Bolton, so yeah, it's great to be here. Well, coming into a new diocese is meeting new people, and it takes a bit of time. So I've been spending these first few months really listening and learning, trying to observe and be attentive, and that's been really good. I love the emphasis on growing and nurturing and serving. That really rings my bells, and it's great to be part of that. And just really encouraging both people and parishes to be growing in faith and in numbers and in impact. That nurturing side, really wanting to see disciples flourishing well. And then that serving, getting our hands dirty and serving the communities, and particularly those who are vulnerable and struggling. So I love all that. I also love the diversity of the diocese, actually, compared to York, where I was before, and Sheffield before that. This is probably the most diverse, culturally diverse place. And yeah, so like just last weekend, for instance, I was at Emmanuel Church in West Bolton, joining with them for baptism and confirmation. And the service was in English and Urdu and Farsi, and people dressed in all sorts of different attire, and it was fantastic. It finished with dancing and food, absolutely brilliant. So I love that kind of cultural, multi-ethnic side of things. So yeah, I love that. Well, it's a great honour to be a bishop in God's church and here in the Manchester Diocese. There's lots to discover for me being a new bishop, but I'm loving it. Yeah, it's great that there's a public side to the role, which is really fascinating. So meeting people from Lord Mayors to ordinary people on the street and in shops and just in the churches, chatting to people, I really appreciate that. And also, I've been doing some radio interviews and writing column for Bolton News, so that's interesting. But one of the main parts of the role really is to support the clergy and local leaders, and that's really the kind of bread and butter of it. Really, I'm really championing those local leaders and wanting to see local churches making a difference in their community. Yeah, well, I'm here to support and cheer on all sorts of different people and areas of church life. This may sound a bit corny, but the person I'm most champion is Jesus Christ. I am a follower of Jesus, and I'm here to commend Jesus to people. He is the way, the truth, and life. He's the image of the invisible God, and I want to call people to follow him and grow in their relationship with him. So that's the most important thing. After that, as I said, I'm really here to champion local church leaders and parishes. That's really important. That's like the heart of it all. But after that, I've got some briefs across the diocese. One of those is to do with revitalisation and planting new churches. So just yesterday, I spent the morning with Nelson Street Church in Rochdale, seeing what they were doing, and fantastic work there. So I want to just see more of that kind of stuff. I'm also the lead bishop for Eco Matters. So a few Saturdays ago, we had a Stepping Stones course talked about here, and people came to that, and we celebrated some new eco champions. That was great. I've got a role looking after the readers with a good team of people, and earlier on in the summer, we had a wonderful service in Manchester Cathedral where we were licensing new readers and also relicensing those who've been readers for a while. So that's a really important part of the work. Then on top of that, I'm also responsible for prisons and probation things, and also for sports chaplaincy. So those are two areas I'm still growing in and learning about, but I'm really pleased to be involved in all those areas. So I'm delighted to be here in the Diocese of Manchester and serving alongside you all. And I want to say thank you to everybody for your great welcome.